Well, we had Massy Trinidad All-Stars, so we could not pass up the opportunity to speak with Mr. Christopher Haynes. So thank you very much for making the time, sir. So give us a little idea of the responsibility that you have with regard to the Mas at this point.
Well, a few years ago I was mandated to assist with running the Mas in the band because we had a few guys doing it before and they were getting a bit older. And so the then captain, Mr. Rostant, asked me to put together a team and, you know, look at the Mas and sort of upgrade it and that type of thing because we were predominantly just doing sailor Mas back then. And around the 90s, we started doing Monday Mas because Starlift was the only band bringing a Monday Mas at that time. So we started to say, well, let's get Starlift for a little competition, you know. And then we had a lot of foreign members of the band who wanted to come down and play Mas, so they started bringing sections. So we got the locals to join in and we started this Monday Mas back in the early 90s. And so about 10 years after that, I was asked to get involved, being involved in other sections of the band, and we started bringing people in, talking to them, bring the sections in and started doing it. So my actual responsibility is to sit with the people who are bringing sections in the band, come up with a name of what the Mas presentation is going to be like, and sort of advise them as a theme and sticking with that theme going forward. So that's basically it. We're not like the other big bands where we get very complicated. If we have a theme, this is the theme, you bring in a section and we sort of guide them into what they name in the sections, and then of course how they present the Mas and how much they charge, that's their thing. Right? So basically we keep it really simple. And so back in the day, you just had the sailor. Sailor Mas is what Trinidad also is predominantly known for. Right? Biggest sailor band in the world, if you want to say it like that. But then when we brought in the Monday Mas, we thought, how could we incorporate this Monday Mas with the sailor? Because our theme is always fleets in or sailors ashore and that type of thing. So we decided what we're going to do is wherever the fleets are going in any particular year, because there'll be fleets in Africa, fleets in England, fleets in somewhere all over the world. We've been all over the world. So in incorporating the Monday Mas, we decided fleets in whatever country. What we're going to do with our Monday theme is our synopsis is simple. It's like the members of the ships, the sailors, when we go to a certain place, we sort of incorporate ourselves with the locals of that area and whatever cultural events that they get involved in. And so that is part of how our Monday Mas came. So like we're going to Zanzibar this year.
How do you decide where you're going?
Well, we pick a place because the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. We pick a place and we sort of research the culture of that place. And that is how our theme will come about. So in Zanzibar is on the northern tip of the Tanzanian archipelago, and it's like, they're famous for spices. You know, cinnamon, black pepper, nutmeg. And then they have like 4 or 5 indigenous animals that is just around that area, like the spotted cat, which has brought this particular section, polka dot into because of that spotted cat type of thing. And so you do a little research on each area, and that's how you name the sections or the team of the Mas. So basically that's as simple as it comes. How All Stars actually brings a Mas. Right? And then, of course, on the Tuesday, because the sailors have now reveled on Monday with the locals, join with them, change their clothes, and be part of all the different cultures, the fashion shows and all of that. They have to get back to the ship. So getting back to the ship now on Tuesday is how we now incorporate into our sailor Mas on a Tuesday. So everybody gets back into the uniform, and that's what we present as the sailor aspect of it. I mean, it was always sailor in the past, but now that you have incorporated Monday, this is the type of synopsis we have to use. So when you ask, how is it? Like I'm explaining that to you, that's the concept behind the Mas.
And in terms of concept, and thank you very much for that, because I want to ask as well, how do you go about deciding, okay, well, I think this person or this concept, this idea is a good fit, because we would have spoken with Easy Fit Design Studios.
Yes.
You just pointed out the polka dots
Yes.
which is another section.
Yes.
And then one of the things that I would have seen advertised a little earlier was the Lush Kingdom.
Right.
And it's very different, but at the
Right,
same
so
time, all of them kind of stimulating.
it simulates. Now, Zanzibar is in Africa, right? So every section that is playing in Zanzibar this year has to give you that African concept, that play of some sort of thing about. It doesn't have to stick to, okay, this region named this or this cat named that. But like, say for instance, Miss Riley over there, she has a regal evening in Zanzibar. And she has this African prints and all of that. And then you have Donna, she's Runway Bar fashionistas. Now, Runway Bay actually, is a fashion show that actually takes place in Zanzibar. It's a fashion, so they've decided to call their section Runway Bay Fashionistas. Fashionistas being people who like to wear nice clothes and be involved in fashion and that type of thing. So it doesn't have to stick to the traditional names, but just as it touches on little parts and little idioms of what the country or the cultural aspect of where you are, and you know, and you just elaborate on those things.
Okay, and I'm glad because sometimes when people try to be so literal, it just kind of stifles creativity.
Once you stick within the theme, that's great.
But sticking within the theme, how people contacting to be a part of this? Because even like when I was looking at the shirts from Lush Kingdom, I said, but this is something that I could wear outside and thing too. So how it is, even if I don't jump up, this might be something that I want to wear.
That's something you just said, because I still see people wearing shirts and skirts and parts of outfits that we have played 10 years ago that they still wear. But in order to answer your question, how do you contact us? Well, Trinidad also has a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page. And the sections are all posted on those pages. As well as you can come here to the Panyard, right? And you could come here to the Panyard, look at these sections. All these sections have information as to who you can contact to play in a section, right? All the information you need is right here on the board. Or you can call the office at Trinidad also at 627-2127.
I find that roll off your tongue real fast. Say it again, please.
The office at Trinidad also at 627-2127. And you can call the office and get all the information you need, right? Both for Monday and Tuesday to play Mass with us. We have music. We have 4 aspects of music in the band. We have the traditional steel band, which is Trinidad All-Stars. We have a rhythm section because we try to keep the indigenous music still there with us, which is Samoa All-Stars, rhythm section. And about 7 years ago, because of the fact that, you know, you're getting younger people involved in the Mass, they don't want to just hear that. So we got a truck, a music DJ truck, 40-foot DJ truck. The DJ is DJ Pointy Brown, right? And so we started that about 7 years ago. Another pan man, he was once a war drummer as well. And so when you see Trinidad All-Stars and you see the steel band in front on a Monday or Tuesday, you're thinking Trinidad All-Stars. But Trinidad All-Stars is 1,000 or 1,500 people down the road with 2 or 3 different music entities, all playing for and on behalf of Trinidad All-Stars. The band is huge on a Monday and a Tuesday. So we can't just use pan, we have to incorporate other rhythms. In the past, what we did, we had hired like about 5 or 6 different steel bands. But of course, when you get behind, let's say, a music band, you got stuck on the drag behind a music band, and they let go this electronic power. Steel bands can hold up to that. So then incorporating a DJ truck has helped us with that. So when we shut down the band and we meet up a big band, we open up the DJ truck and everybody's still happy.
Pong for pong business.
Pong for pong, right? And so that is Trinidad All-Stars, and we have now added another DJ truck with live DJ singers, which was a real hit last year, and we're hoping to do it again this year. So we're just trying to go from strength to strength, and you know, we've said it out there, Trinidad All-Stars is not just a steel band when it comes to Carnival, we are a mass band, and we would like people to look at us, come. The prices of our mass is very reasonable, and you know, we're growing. And we just want to make sure that Trinidad enjoys a good, healthy, safe, crime-free carnival. As much as they say we right here in the ghetto and behind the bridge, nothing happens here. It's as though this space here is a safe zone.
It's almost like sacred space.
It's a sacred space. The guys, I have to say, pinch it, the guys around here, all they say they're bad, they this. The guys, this is safe ground. And they treat us like that, and we treat them like that, and that's it. So you're safe if you want to come and play Mass with Trinidad All-Stars.
And with that, and you said in terms of like the music that is going on for and on behalf of Trinidad All-Stars, people don't know that you got press gang into service. I hear you sharing some information on the overview. I say, no, come, let me get that, please. Massy, but yeah, so you say, and Ruskin not here. But at the same time, we really want to thank you for the information that you would have shared. Because, you know, sometimes we just know the name, we may know the titles and accolades, but we don't know some of the other things that are going on behind. Yes. And that, we'll take that as a signal too. We'll wrap up. So on behalf of the entire TTT News team, this has been another version, a slightly truncated version of In Depth, but we're grateful for it none the same. Thank you so much for tuning in.